Welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Tree. Today we're doing a reverse seared ribeye steak. This is a 26-ounce USDA prime ribeye steak, and we are going to smoke that on the pellet smoker and then sear it on the gas grill. To accompany the steak, we are making garlic rosemary crunchy roasted Yukon Gold potatoes. We are also going to be making a chimichurri sauce to top the steak with. So now that we've got everything set up in mise en place, we've got the oven on, water boiling for our potatoes, smokers going. A little later on, when we get closer, we'll heat up the gas grill so that's really nice and hot. First, I'm going to start with seasoning the steak, and then I'm going to get the potatoes rolling, and kind of in the off time, we'll be doing the chimichurri sauce. And the green beans will be real quick right at the end. Now it's time to get our peeled and sized potatoes going in the boiling water. I did add salt and a little bit of baking soda to this water. While that's going, I'm gonna add some olive oil to a pan with our minced garlic and minced rosemary to infuse that oil. Then we're gonna strain those herbs and add them back in after the potatoes come out of the oven. So we have infused this olive oil with garlic and rosemary, and now we're going to strain out the garlic and rosemary chunks just to get the oil. And we're going to save the garlic and rosemary so we can toss the potatoes in it after they come out of the oven. So the potatoes have boiled for about 10 minutes. We checked their doneness by stabbing them with a knife and seeing how much resistance was there. We didn't want to totally kill them because they are going to be baked. So now I just drained all the water and I'm letting the steam kind of pour out. And once the steam kind of goes away, we're going to toss it in the infused oil and then put it on a baking sheet and go into a 450-degree oven. The steak has been sitting at room temperature after I seasoned it with just salt and pepper for about half an hour, so it's not cold right out of the fridge. Smoker's at 220. We've already got the probe in the steak, making sure not to hit the bone so it's right in the middle. We're gonna throw this on the 220. I'm just gonna leave it on the rack so it's easy to get it off, and because those grates are a little dirty. Now we've got the gas grill fired up. Just gonna get this started to preheat so that when we're ready to take it off the smoker, it's gonna go straight from there right here. So right when you turn the grill on, you wanna oil your grates. I used my little sprayer and a paper towel. So we already scratched them to get some of that excess stuff off there. And now I'm just spraying the grates and I'm gonna wipe it with the paper towel. These potatoes. Ooh, steaming. It's now time to make our chimichurri sauce, so we are going to be doing that in the Vitamix. More or less, we're just going to be throwing everything in here and blending it up. So we have Italian parsley, we also have cilantro, oregano, we have dried, we couldn't get it fresh. Red pepper flakes, some cloves of garlic are gonna go in there with a little bit of red onion, some fresh squeezed lemon juice, olive oil, and red wine vinegar, and a little bit of salt and pepper. So the steak's been on the smoker for about an hour. Its internal temperature is at 120 degrees. So we are ready to take this probe out and transfer it to the gas grill so that we can do our reverse sear. So we're just gonna go ahead and turn this grill off. Alright, so we finished searing the one side of our steak. We've got it going about like a minute and a half aside, just real quick on the high heat. Go about another minute and a half on that side. We're gonna put it right on the cutting board and we're gonna tin it with aluminum foil and rest it for about 10 minutes. All right, so we're just gonna do a quick steam on these green beans. I'm gonna give them a quick wash and then they're gonna go in this pan that has a shallow amount of water with salt in it. And we're just gonna steam them really quickly, so they brighten up a little bit, and we're not gonna kill them all the way, so they have a good bite and snap to them. And we're just gonna drain the water out, let kind of some of the steam come off, and add some butter and salt. Resting. We let it rest for about 10 minutes. We're ready to slice it here, see how good of a job we did on cooking it, and put our chimichurri sauce on it there. So first we're going to cut down the bone. We're just going to cut this into slices. Looking like a really good cook on that steak. Kind of fan it out here a little bit. Now we're going to sauce it with our chimichurri. And the steak is ready to be served. Finish up the potatoes and then we're going to eat. Potatoes are coming out. We're going to put them in a bowl here and put our finishing touches on them. Be nice and crunchy for us.
That one's for the dog.
That one's for the dog. Woo, they're looking really good. So I've got the garlic and rosemary from the infused olive oil that we made earlier that's just gone right back on. As well as some fresh chopped parsley. Just gonna give that a little shimmy. Toss them in there. Delicious crunchy potatoes to accompany our amazing steak are done. Now we're just gonna butter and salt those green beans and eat. Hi, pig. All right. Green beans, crunchy delicious roasted potatoes. Also, we have this birthday cake from Wildflower Bakery in Rocky River. Shout out to Wildflower. How's your birthday feast going? Speechless.